To us, Mr. Bond, we are the best.
There's a useful four-letter word, and you're full of it.
I could say the same about this film. Hi, I'm Kevin from the SDP, and this is the 007 Diamond Jubilee. Our story starts on a private island in the South China Sea where we meet Francisco Scaramanga, a freelance assassin who charges $1 million a hit. One of his trademark golden bullets with 007's number on it gets sent to MI6 as a warning, so Bond tracks him down through Lebanon, Macau, Hong Kong, Thailand, and beyond to take him out first. On top of that, he is tasked with finding a Mr. Gibson and his solar energy device. Helping him out in the Southeast Asian theater is Mary Goodnight. In the later books, Miss Goodnight was Bond's secretary back at the MI6 offices, but here, she becomes one of the worst leading role Bond girls, for reasons such as her habit of accidentally making life difficult for 007. In her first scene, she comes in by blocking a taxi with Bond in it while he's trying to tail another car. Her low point has to be near the end, where she leans back on a console and her bum pushes the switch to turn on the solar collector, with Bond inside it. And she has no idea how to turn it off. You think she could have felt the switch pushing against her skin and tried flipping the same thing back?
Good night. Would I do that to you after 2 years?
Yes, you bloody well would.
In terms of their character, I'd much prefer Scaramanga's mistress, Andrea Anders. She's a much more sympathetic character, seeing as how she wants out of her relationship and is willing to betray her master on her own accord. Apart from his mistress, the villain, Francisco Scaramanga, provides the film with one of its few high points. As a hitman who uses the titular golden gun for his job, he exudes luxury but is highly proficient at everything he does. Think Bond, but with his own warped set of morals.
You must admit, Mr. Bond, I am now undeniably the man with the golden gun.
Serving Scaramanga is a short man named Knick-Knack. The two have an intriguing relationship. Knick-Knack is happy to serve his master, but there are hints that he would like to have him killed and inherit his estate. To set the record straight for GoldenEye fans, he's the midget in the Bond universe, not Oddjob. But why did he have to be a midget in the first place? Because funny? Speaking of which, this film relies a bit too much on humor at inappropriate moments, such as the scene where two schoolgirls take out an entire martial arts school to rescue Bond, the corkscrew car jump with a slide whistle sound effect in the background, and worst of all,
I know you!
Oh, no.
You're that secret agent! That English secret agent from England!
hey everybody, it's the return of Sheriff J.W. Pepper. Oh boy, if you hated him in Live and Let Die, you'll hate him 10 times more this time around. Annoying, crass, and foul-mouthed, relatively speaking for a PG-rated Bond film, you'll be thankful for the elephant who pushes him in the river in his first scene.
You is ugly.
In terms of gadgets, this time it's the villain who steals the show. Scaramanga's golden gun is assembled from 4 ordinary objects: a pen, a lighter, a cigarette case, and a cufflink, all gold of course. And he owns a car with an airplane attachment. And remember that solar cell I mentioned earlier? It powers a laser gun. Awesome. Evil, but awesome. On the other side, Bond gets a fake third nipple to pass as Scaramanga, so yeah, guess who wins this battle?
He must have found me quite titillating.
The title song is performed by the Scottish pop singer Lulu, who had a hit with Shout 10 years before. It's another crunchy classic rock joint, but with moments of camp, like the film itself, and not as memorable as the one from the previous film. It's a shame too, since Alice Cooper recorded his own theme song, which he claims was at one point going to be used. It can be found on his album Muscle of Love. The movie gives us the first opening credits that use shots of nude women in full light as opposed to silhouettes, strategically covered by things like rippling water, lotus pads, or the golden gun itself. Funny where you can find innovation these days. What Live and Let Die does to blaxploitation films, the man with the golden gun does to the martial arts genre, only worse. So many elements go wrong, from lame characters to ill-advised humor. If there's anything that saves this movie, it's the presence of Christopher Lee as Scaramanga. As for the plot, the two components, namely Gibson and the Solex unit and hunting down Scaramanga, seem incongruous at first, and could have been better served by each being the focus of separate films, but you'd be surprised how they make it work. So, all things considered, The Man with the Golden Gun scores 45%, a D-.
Ow. Whatever you are, don't hold it against me.